So I got this really big house, three-story thing here in the middle of the city, and I pretty much gutted the place and reassembled it. And here on the second floor, every room has been reassembled, but for, well, there is that bathroom. Wow, look at that light there. It's kind of bright in here. It's the middle of the afternoon on a cold winter's day. And on this cold winter's day, what I'm seeing here out this side this window is huge icicles, which kind of tells me up there in the ceiling there, I need to do some remedial insulation work. There's a job for an upcoming job. Anyway, the past few weeks, I've been picking away at this room, trying to finish it off, and I started out doing some tile work around the tub here, which we're not going to show the tub today. It's a bit too dirty to show. But as you can see, I got some trim work started up there, and that needs to come around. It's a border that needs to come all the way down. And, well, that's working on that, and I still need the big tiles that need to go there, but they can't go in until the trim around the window is finished. There is still another piece that gets added to that. The toilet works. Yeah, we're happy about that. And then I started working in on building this vanity here. Here it is, installing this thing, and quite a ways to go with that. But also, actually, before I finish this vanity, now something I want to do is get the trim that goes around the door. I need to put some baseboard in, get all the woodwork finished in this room. And before I do that, well, I've been putting this off for way too long, is I need to finish the drywall. In particular, I got it all hung, but have never put any joint compound upon it. So today, what we got is USG sheetrock all-purpose joint compound, about the cheapest product as far as in the range of this stuff you buy in buckets. This is about the least expensive one, and I have not really noticed a big difference in each product other than water content. So what I did is I got my little mix-it pan here, and I added just a teensiest bit of water to like a 14 by 3-inch pan, and I added maybe a few tablespoons of water, not too much, and mixed it in with my 3-inch knife here. And now it's time to get after. All right, I already did the ceiling, taped that off. All the seams there are only two big long seams. And next up, I want to work on this one. I want to cover the corners, but prior to doing corners, I prefer to, can I get closer? Something like that. I prefer to do adjacent verticals first. Come on, camera, sit still. There we go. So, this is pretty much joint compound finishing stuff for absolute basic beginner dummies. Wow. All right, no ifs. We're just going to go after this here. So, what I got here, and boy, you big pros may scoff at this, is a seam right here, 3 inches away from the corner. We have a piece here, and then this piece here. And the reason we have that funky seam is because, well, these are drywall scraps left over from something else I did somewhere else in the house. And, well, instead of this stuff being in some landfill right now, well, how about that? It goes to use. Just like that, and ain't that so easy. Now, after I get this bedded in, next thing I want to do is fill in this corner up here. As I said, I already finished the tape the flat on the ceiling. Now I have taped the flat on the wall. I'm going to be wanting to go down this. To me, it makes no difference whether I do this corner first or this one. Does not matter. And do I have any talent at doing this? And am I, now we got to move the camera because we like to move that camera. Now I got a rag here because even doing the slightest bit of work, I get this goop on my hands. So, got to wipe them off. Better. All right, now I can handle you. No, I can't. No, I can never handle you, but... all right, we're going to go after this corner. We're going to take that part of the ceiling. And like I said, I like to do the vertical first, which means doing this one. And I have a taper joint here on each side, so no problem. But let's, geez, got to bring in close. We got, when this stuff got hung, it got this big crack here. Now, there is no remedy for that except to remove it. Nothing else can be done. That screw may hold that. And let's see, if I just do this. Oh, yeah, one more cut here on the taper edge. And then this ought to just, that is trash that was never, ever going to allow a decent finish. But now we can do that. And as we do that, let's go down to the corner. That seems to be okay. But, oh, you're caught on my hoodie here. All right, right here. When I fill this, same thing. We got to take our knife and just cut that away, because that has zero chance of ever having any kind of a decent finish until you remove the damage. And now I'm up precariously up on top of this. Boy, I got to climb down. Oh boy, got myself in trouble here. All right, if I just do this. Oh, I'm struggling here. All right, back down. All right, we need to, having done that, now, as I said before, I like to do the adjacent wall intersection stuff first. Why can't I put that in? All right, here we go. So, maybe this is the amateur hour, as I say. So, taking this mud I got here and just, really got to goop it in there in that spot that I removed. Then, we're going to fill in the rest of this like that. Doesn't take much. Got my tape right here at the handy. We're just going to slap that on. And now I take my knife and firmly hold it. Up. There it is. Nice cut. Easy peasy. And what I do with the mud on my knife, I don't put it back in the pan. What I do instead is put it on the adjacent wall because it needs fill. So why should I bother to carry that pan in my hand when instead I can just apply it where it needs to go? And how are we doing with this tape thing? Straighten it a little. And we've gone on long enough with the tape. Now what I need to do, having finally gotten these verticals out of the way, is I want to do the whole, we got to move again. Up and away. All right, here. Is that it? Hey, camera didn't fall that time. But what a All right, we're going with it. Okay, we're gonna do the corner. Now, of course, what stupid commentary can I give you at this point? I keep the pan, try to keep the pan underneath where I smoosh. So that whenever in my sloppiness I do happen to drop some mud, well, maybe it'll fall back in the pan instead on the floor. Save a little cleanup. So I do the horizontal surface first, and then the vertical. Boy, that's as easy as pie. Just go like that. And okay, then we get some more of this tape, which I got in a roll down there, and a professional would actually have it hanging on your belt. And, well, anyway, what I'm doing here works for me. So before installing it, it does have this little creasy thing here going down the middle, and kind of want to get that thing going on before putting it in, and just with my fingers like this. And then when I'm getting close to the other end, well, I can't really cut it if I got it installed like that. So I want to kind of gauge where that's going to be with my thumb, go back down here, tear it off, then I can put it back up. Okay, so I'm going to have me a fun little afternoon here doing all the drywall taping in here. And then I guess at some point over the next few days, I'm going to have to also finish it. Well, if you've been watching this long, good golly, thank you for watching.